Hi everyone, so today I am doing miscellaneous projects. A few things I want to get done. So the first thing I have done is I just put in these Green Envy. I'm just going to verify the name because I ripped it apart. Yeah, Envy Zinnias, you can see here, in this chartreuse green. And I thought it would be fun just to wrap them around the bird bath here with the lilies, salvias, and the roses. I thought the chartreuse green would look good with the tequila sunrise chinook roses. I thought they'd be quite striking. So you can see what I did here. All I've done is create a little ring around the bed, really close in there, because I want it tight because they're going to have good height. And then I just put the seed in. And then I'm just going to cover that up. So getting a few of those tasks done that I need to get done to put some color into the garden. And like I said, I feel like I'm behind. So I'm going to throw some of these seed videos, seed plantings into some of these videos as I do some of these miscellaneous tasks to get things started. The next plant I'm going to put in is the cherry on top Sorberia. And this thrives in zones 2 to 10, and it's cold hardy to minus 46, and it'll get 4 to 5 feet high. It needs 4 to 6 hours of sun. Isn't it gorgeous? I showed you that in yesterday's video. I picked it up at Home Depot, and I just think it's so beautiful. So we're going to put it in a hole here, and this is where the Easy Blooms hydrangea was, and hopefully this will survive here. I mean, the hydrangea didn't have a chance with the rabbits. It still had some roots on it that looked good, but there was nothing for it to bloom on. So this will go in here, and we're going to hope for the best that nothing gets a hold of it before I put some chicken wire around it, which is what I need to do. Does not look better with the Sephora in there. Cherry on top with the red on it. The name is perfect for it. It's going to get 5 or 6 feet high. It should fill in this corner beautifully. And I put the ring around it to trap water, and I'm crossing my fingers that nothing eats it and that it does very well. I'm gonna have to probably put something around it potentially. I'll have to read up and see if rabbits are attracted to this. I quite honestly don't think rabbits discriminate on what they eat. They eat whatever the heck they want when they're hungry. I mean, it's all about filling their hunger. So I think when they're desperate, they'll eat whatever they find. But I'm happy to get that in. We're making some progress here and getting some green and a little bit of red into the garden area. So I have some surprises in the trunk of my car that are next on the hit list. Now I did buy some annuals for my window boxes here. You can see Lismagia, I've got 4 of these. I fell in love with these phlox, and they were 3 for $12, so I bought 6 of them. And these are garden phlox, perennial. 6 hours of daily sunlight they need. They're going to grow 45 to 60 centimeters tall, 30 inches wide, and water when the soil is 2.5 centimeters dry. And apply all-purpose fertilizer every 2 weeks. They're good to temp minus 34. So these are going to go into the back. Now I found another beauty, and these were at Walmart, you guys, in case you're wondering where I got these. And this is peneston right here. And look at the color. These are grown in Canada. All these are grown in Canada, so that makes it maybe a little hardy for us. But any of you guys out there can grow these in your zones. And aren't they pretty? And I think there's such a nice contrast with the phlox. Now, I'm just going to pull a tag here so we can see what it says. So these are also 3 for $12. They're perennial. Hardiness, that sucks. Zone 4 to 8. So this is the problem with buying stuff. So I'm hoping that I can winterize them. 45 to 60 centimeters tall. This is exactly the same tag as the phlox. So who knows how accurate that really is. But I did winter over peneston last year without covering it, and it did just fine. So these tags might be a little off. I'm going to hope for that anyhow. So I have 3 of them, 6 of the phlox, and I'm just digging the colors. Look at that. Hummingbirds should like that. And then I picked up another lilac because I'm looking for some scent. And this is Lilac Sensation. You can see that there. And it is full sun, good blooms May to June, and it is ideal for flowers, and it's good in the zone 3. So this is next on the list, is to get some of this planted. I won't be putting the annuals in quite yet in the window box though. And these are wave petunias in a white, and they are for around the bird bath. And I'm going to combine them with the chartreuse zinnias and the chinook roses I have in there. And I have some salvias and stuff in there too. So that should be pretty. I want to offset all the color with something to draw the eye there, but not overpower the eye. So the white is the calming feature in that bed. So let's start planting some of these, because I'm excited to see how they look in the bed. Don't the phlox stand out against the arbor, especially when nothing else is in bloom yet? Isn't that gorgeous? I am loving this. I should have bought more of them, put them all over the yard, because I'm pretty sure they'll survive in our climate. Phlox are pretty darn tough. So you can see them there, and you can see them there. So the scabioses that were there, I just went and checked them. They didn't survive. So I'm not going to plant those anymore. They just don't do well in our climate. Penestions are going over here. So we'll mirror that purple color over here. And then we have a couple burberries in here that can stay put. And I'm going to clean this out. But I think they'll look stunning, and it'll draw the eye over here. So I'm going to go ahead and dig these in. And then I'm going to have to put some water on. There you go, the peneston's in, and it is so striking. I am loving it. Wouldn't that have been great if I would have had more all the way back in this border for color? It would have been amazing. It would have drew the eye back. But I'm happy with starting with 3, and if I go there and there's some more, you know, I'll add more to it. And that, but I think there's hostas in here too behind these. In fact, I see some green coming up right there, and those are big hostas. So it actually might look quite pretty with them, because they are the large hostas. So before I get too crazy, we got to see some of the stuff coming up. So next I'm going to plant is the phlox over in this bed. One thing I will say, you guys, is salvias are the best thing ever in our colder climates. They do so well. I think they're beautiful in pretty much every climate that they do well in. I mean, they're so versatile. It just isn't the cold climates they do well in. They do well in the warmer climates too. They just are such a versatile plant. I don't think you can have enough of them. Plus they come in a really nice variety of colors, and I actually would like to find some white ones to put in the garden too. All right, let's get focused here again, and let's put these phlox in. Oh, and boy, are they scented, you guys. You could smell them in the car. Rob went to the post office, and he said he knew I had plants in the back of the car because he could smell them. So if you're looking for phlox, go to Walmart. They have these, and they're very fragrant, and they're just gorgeous. So go grab yourself some. Okay, they're all in. Don't they look gorgeous from a distance? They just stand out. And I was thinking about this, and if the lavender sweet peas come up there and the clematis grows, and maybe some of those hydrangeas will come back, it could be quite a pretty area. And if these phlox can continue to sit down roots and maybe do some more blooming during the summer, I will be a happy camper, because they're beautiful, and we'll have some fragrance in the yard. Check it out. Don't they look good? Look at that color, you guys, up close. Isn't that beautiful? Wow. I am impressed. So that is good news. So I'm going to go put the water on and give these a soak. And let's figure out where to plant that lilac. Gee whiz, whatever I grabbed was really sticky. I've got green stuff stuck all over my hand. Not sure what was on those pots, but very sticky. Gonna have to take a scrub brush to get that off. Anyhow, let's plant the Lilac Sensation, and let's talk about it a little bit. So here it is, Lilac Sensation, zone 3, full sun. It needs 6+ hours. Well, this is a little bit of a shady spot, I'll admit it, but I am going to trim up the branches here and open it up so it will get it 6 hours. So sometimes when you have a spot that's shady, you can make changes to it and manage to meet the requirements of the plant. So I'm going to plant it in here. It will get lots of water, lots of moisture, and I need a statement over here because this is where there's a lot of hostas and stuff going to be in here, and I'm going to need some color in here. So this is a perfect spot for the lilac. It's going to go right there. I've dug the hole and I'm going to place it in there. All right, it is planted. I put a bit of walls around it to retain the water. That area is quite moist. I had the sprinkler on a little bit this morning and it should do very well there. It looks sharp there. This area is so brown. We needed some color there. And I'm just going to zoom in so you can see that it does have some nice buds on it. And it should have some fragrance to it and be beautiful. And the other one, I left the tag on it. It is right there. And so that's got a bluish lavender tone flower. And this one has the magenta flower, which is what I like to do with lilacs. I like to have a variety of colors in the garden. But if I was to make a statement, I probably would put 3 together if I had a spot that was suitable. So there's room in here for some more items. Not sure if clematis is a good choice or not. It will like it here because its feet will be protected. So I might actually run some in here, but I don't want to run them yet because those boards got to be painted. All of this has to be painted and made look beautiful. So we're not quite there yet. So I feel safe with shrubs that Rob won't step on them, but I don't feel safe with the clematis that he might think it's a weed or something. So we're going to leave that for now. And that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're getting some color in your garden. Check out Walmart for plants, you guys. They're pretty reasonable on stuff. And you just got to keep checking multiple days and you might find some of the stuff you want at a lower price. These were all really reasonably priced. Like the lilac was $12.98. That's really good, you know, like Home Depot and Lowe's. I love them, don't get me wrong. I prefer the sales, of course, but I mean, their prices are sky high on a lot of items. So check around and you can find some deals and find what you want. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know how your planting's going and what you thought of these plants I picked up. The colors are striking and I think I need more of that in the garden to have standout features. Let me know in the comments. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.